You guys actually do this in the same room. That's
We
awesome.
do.
Yep.
Usually, that mini fridge in the back goes right there.
Yeah, but we move it just for me.
Just for him, yeah. It's a fun process. Rearranging my room every week.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the College Gamers Podcast. I am joined today, as always, by my good friend Taft. Hello, Taft.
Hello, Mike.
And we have a very special guest today. We are joined by the one, the only, the very talented and very handsome Willie Dills, William Dills Gregory.
Yeah, just Dills is fine.
Just Dills. All right. I guess I'll cut.
Scott does the William Gregory Dills, whatever thing he does.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
you got Patrick from France, and then my full name for whatever reason. He's the only guy who does that.
I gotcha. Well, it's Dills. We'll cut the formalities here.
Yeah, we're friends now.
Yeah. So we had last week we had to skip a show because I was in Orlando at CreateCon, and Dills, you were there also doing shows.
Yeah. It was the first ever CreateCon. We didn't know if anybody was going to show up, and then we had a great crowd. It was awesome.
Yeah, and people showed up. I imagine that's a success.
Well, we had the VIP tickets sold out like instantly.
All right.
So there's only like 20 of those or something.
Okay.
And then we were like worried that not enough people were going to buy the regular tickets. But in the end, we filled that place out. It was a really cool crowd, fun day of shows, and then of course Big Diz.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
day. No one will ever forget Big Diz.
Hashtag Big Diz. Look it up, people, if you're confused. It took
Everyone's confused. Actually, have you seen the video? Someone posted like an hour. It's like an hour and 50 minutes of Jury's Snapchats.
Oh no.
And Jury Facts was taking video all day too. So there's a whole bunch of stuff up there.
That's amazing. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, Taft, how was your weekend? What'd you do last weekend?
I actually went to Florida on Tuesday.
So we just
missed one another.
Darn it. Oh, we should have had a party all at Pensacola or whatever.
That'd have been great.
Halfway or something. Yeah, I tell you, driving to Orlando, Florida was 3/4.
It's a horrible drive. I remember when I went to Disney last winter.
Yeah.
I had to drive that. That's the only time I've ever gotten a ticket too, because I was so ready to get home. I was speeding.
Yeah, on the way back we were going pretty fast. I admit.
It's the longest drive. You just drive straight down Florida for like 3 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't realize how far south it actually goes.
You don't.
It's it's a long state.
I remember one time, long time ago, me and my dad went to Miami for a boat show.
Yeah.
But he decided before we go to that, we're gonna go down to like Key West, which is like I think it's actually the most southern tip of the United States, like actual United States. We hit Miami and stayed the night there.
Yeah.
And that right there was like a 12 to 14-hour drive, somewhere in between there.
Holy cow.
Key West was another like 4 hours.
Oh, that's too much car time for me.
I wanted to kill my father.
Well, that sounds like fun. Yeah, CreateCon was so much fun. Man, next time, Tap, you should come along. It was a lot of fun. A lot of video game talk.
I love that everyone's already talking about next time, by the way. That's because we, honestly, Garrett was the one who decided, okay, we're going to do this. Obviously, we went to his home state. So for people who don't know, I do the Angry Chicken podcast with Garrett and Jocelyn. And there's no Nerdtacular this year, which is an event we always meet up at. And without a Nerdtacular, we just had one less time where we all kind of got together,
Yeah.
So that was sad for us. And then Garrett was like, hey, we put on a couple of fireside gatherings. It's pretty fun. I think we can get enough people to come and actually do a con. And then once he had me and Jocelyn and Kyle, the real trick was to get somebody else, like Tom Merritt, Jury, and Brian Brushwood. And once we had like that whole thing, it was like, oh, well, this is really going to happen.
Yeah.
But now everybody had too much fun. So I guess we have to do it again.
It was too exciting. Great. Now he has to do it again.
Yeah.
But Nerdtacular is going to be happening next year. So, but anyway, that's a whole conversation for another day. Let's
people who don't go to these things are like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Well, let's get into the news.
Let's do it.
And now for the news.
That's really dramatic. I'm still not used to it. It's only the second time using it.
You guys got the Scott Fletcher going on. That's awesome.
Yeah, we do. We just got new bumpers last show.
This is the first time I've had headphones in, being able to listen to them as it's going on. It's really weird.
It's really awesome. All right, let's
It
start.
only took a year, guys. Only took a year.
Exactly. It only took a year to do something semi-professional here.
I want you to know, like, that I've had headphones with me 90% of the time, but one day Mike was like, "Hey, why don't we put headphones in?" And that was like one of the few times I didn't have headphones.
You know, just so you know, Dills, when we first started this podcast, we didn't have mic stands.
My mic stand was a tissue
You're
box.
just holding mics?
No, I had a tissue box that would hold my mic.
Oh my god.
It was totally pro. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's start off today with World of Warcraft Demon Hunters will be available August 9th for those of you who pre-order. The Demon Hunters will be the new class in the World of Warcraft, coming with the Legion expansion. They're looking super cool. They're rather unique because from what I've seen, they're one of the more mobile classes. Dills, are you looking forward to them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't play a lot of Melee. I've been a hunter for the entire time I've played World of Warcraft, but I also play. I'm an alcoholic as well. I have, I think, 5 level 100s now.
Wow.
And I will definitely be rocking the Demon Hunter right away. I played it a bit in beta. It seems overpowered as hell in PvP.
All right.
Which I like to PvP. So I will definitely, if there's an overpowered class, I will play it. I have no shame in my game. So, I mean, the double jumping, the ability to kind of dart in and out, and then also be doing a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
They're very tricky to deal with. So yeah, I'm excited. They look awesome too. So I've always been an Illidan fan. So now we get a bunch of Illidans running around.
That's very exciting. And you know, I think it's a good call that they're releasing the new class before the actual expansion, because you don't have to deal with that decision day one of, do I play the new class or do I level my, main character?
Yeah.
Because, every expansion in the past, especially with the Monk and the Death Knight, we've had that issue, right? I know Death Knight were day one. Monks were also released the same day, correct?
Yeah, I think Monks with the pandas, right? All day one. So
yep. The Mist of Pandaria. That's like the one expansion that I know from World of Warcraft, just because I remember the pandas.
Pandas. Oh,
see, okay, I was talking about this. So so you don't play World of Warcraft then, I'm guessing.
I played for like a solid 2 months, and that was it.
All right, so from an outside perspective, what did you think about pandas when you heard about them? Does that sound stupid, or were you like, oh, that's cool?
At first, I was like, when Mike told me about it, because I'm pretty sure it was Mike that told me about it, I was like, okay, pandas, that is absolutely stupid. But then I saw the trailers and stuff for it and saw that panda like munching on some bamboo, beating the crap out of people. I was like, that is so badass.
All right. See, this is what, like, we had to talk about this, and I mentioned that people were pissed about, that was the first time that I remember people just being like pissed about World of Warcraft. Like, really, pandas? People were so mad. But we really liked them. And now I see from an outside perspective, like, that it does sound silly, right?
It sounds
World of Warcraft
silly.
is supposed to be very serious.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden some pandas come along.
It sounds silly, but in practice, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is. And they have my favorite character animation, the male pandas. Their bellies shake as they walk.
It's the best.
It's the best animation. I love it so much.
If we're really being serious, though, like, the game already had cows, like giant cow people.
It's true. Torrents.
Gnomes, it's like...
When I did play, I had probably like 6 different characters just because I like to try out all of them.
Yeah.
But the panda, I made one just to walk around and watch my belly jiggle.
They were a lot of fun. And for those of you who are looking to start a Demon Hunter class, it's going to hop back onto
let's get back to the
topic
news.
of conversation. You have to have a level 70 character on the same realm that you're looking to start a Demon Hunter. So yeah, and they'll be starting at level 98, which is strange because in the past with the Death Knight started at, I think,
55.
At 55. So you had to have a level 55 character.
Yeah.
So now you have this 28 level gap. So that's going to be interesting.
Well, if you pre-purchase the game, you get a free level 100. So really all this really does is prevent you from having Demon Hunters on every server, because you're going to get one level 100, right? So you'll have your Demon Hunter on the same server as whatever character you boost. So
I gotcha.
Everyone who buys it will have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to get another one, you got to first get a level 70 somewhere.
I gotcha. And I was looking at some dev notes, one of their dev talks, and they were talking about how Demon Hunters have their demonic language, and they're able to talk cross-faction. What?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought that was really interesting. I guess it's only demon hunters can talk to one another.
That would make sense.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Dills, you sound kind of sketchy. I'm pretty sure this is a thing.
Well, so there's an interesting thing that happens then. Like, I wonder if we'll see demon hunters from cross faction demon hunter events where they get together and like just kill everyone from the. I don't know. That's weird because that is one of the things in World of Warcraft that's always really fun.
yeah.
Kind of setting up the whole thing. And then the whole Horde versus Alliance thing, but now I guess they're their own little mini faction.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. That's what kind of makes it seem like it's kind of like they're like a sub faction within both factions that are the same faction.
Yeah.
As confusing as that sounded, it made complete sense in my head.
Well, so they've already bent the rule, right? Because the pandas, you actually get to level 10 and then you decide whether you're Alliance or Horde.
Yeah.
So, there was that was the first crack, I guess. In the whole, like, it has to be Horde versus Alliance. So, whatever. Whatever, man. It's a whole different world now of Warcraft.
What if they add in, like, I got it. What if they add, like, a whole... Okay, I don't play, so this is completely from outside perspective. Right. But what if they added another faction to it? What would y'all do, like, as players? How crazy would y'all go?
I'd be impressed that they added, they would have to have 3 or 4 new races for a new faction.
I could see them doing
they could have some of the races just splinter off, right?
I got you. I can see
start
that.
Their own. Like, Vol'jin's super pissed at the Horde for whatever stuff, and he goes, I'm going to start my own thing. And then he grabs,
my
like,
own
some
club
from the Alliance.
I got you. I can see that, but that would be very interesting. PvP would become a whole new ball game because if you hop into Warsong Gulch, you would have like 2 teams in the flag, like with each flag, and like one guy in the middle saying, "Oh, which flag do I go get?"
Well, I guess they would have to redesign all of the battlegrounds and then have a third point. So it would be like 3 that all meet in the middle. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'll take that as that's not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Sounds like a balancing nightmare. So
maybe if they make World of Warcraft 2 and they just start with 3 factions, which I don't think will ever actually happen either, though.
No, probably not. So let's move on here to Sea of Thieves. Taff, what is this amazing game that I have seen this week?
Have you never seen Sea of Thieves before?
I've never heard a thing about it until now.
Oh, dude, this is one of my like biggest hyped games for like I think it came out last E3.
Yeah,
and they didn't show much of it, but they showed a little bit. It's Rare's new game that they're coming out with, and you get to play as a pirate. Like it's multiplayer and stuff like that. So it's not an MMO.
Okay,
like that's what this whole article is about. Is how kind of like explaining that it's not an MMO, even though it's basically an MMO. Instead of it being the traditional MMO of it being like I'm playing myself in a world full of people and I'm kind of loosely associated with these people.
Yeah.
Kind of like World of Warcraft, like you're one faction or one race, but you're still your own person. Well, in this one, you are the captain of a ship or the lookout on that ship or this. You have to work with a group of people.
You have to. So there's no way to play like by yourself.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
But you're going to have like I don't know how they haven't really gotten into that much because they're kind of keeping this hush hush.
I gotcha.
But
does this mean someone has to like do the menial jobs on the ships though too? Like do you have to be somebody have to swab the poop deck or whatever?
That's exactly what that means. Yeah.
Oh no.
But I mean, hey, everybody gets to do something.
Somebody has to be the lackey.
Somebody has to sit. Y'all are fussing about the poop deck and stuff. At least that dude gets to walk around. Somebody has to either be the first mate who yells at people the entire time, or the lookout who just stands there and looks at stuff all day.
The crow's nest, and they're like, "There's a ship."
Oh.
Nope, that's a rock. But as the whole point of this game is to make you work with other people, but it's to actually make you feel like you're a pirate.
All right.
Like the director said it is basically every pirate show or film that you've ever seen put in one.
Cool. Is Johnny Depp in it?
If there's not at least one crazy dude in it, I'm gonna be really upset.
I'm sure there'll be references.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
So
I actually had a guy donate last night $5 for me to play a pirate deck and talk like a pirate for the entire time I played the deck. And then, or until I won with it or whatever.
All right.
And it took me 3 games to win. I had to talk like a pirate way longer than I wanted to. It was harder than you think, actually. You can't just say R at the end of everything. You actually have to,
shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. My peg leg.
Actually, that's probably the thing I'm most excited about for this game is just to hear everybody's really horrible pirate impersonation.
So I have one concern for a game like this. Where you like if you fully want to enjoy this game, you have to form a crew. Someone has to man the cannons, steer.
Yes.
So my issue with this is that if you don't get that fan base that sticks to this game, it's gonna fall off quickly because you can't. You can't. One guy can't work the whole ship.
I bet you they're gonna have what's called AI that you can probably like hire on your ship or something, or just to fill in spots that aren't filled.
I see.
Like, but yeah, think about though, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like that game had all this excitement right when it came out.
Yeah.
And then once people stopped playing it, like that was the moment I was like, well, like the cities are empty, I'm out. So yeah, that is, I agree. I think that's like going to be their issue. They're going to have to tackle. And if people stop playing, then they'll have to figure out ways to like get the people who are still in there to still make it work, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. But Mike, this is coming to Xbox and PC. So
really?
If Xbox sticks with their thing of saying like we're down for cross compatibility, you and I might be able to play.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
We can have our own little 2-man boat.
That'd be sick.
We would probably get ran over
all the time.
It sounds like fun. We'll start our own College Gamers crew.
That'd be awesome.
That's what will have to happen.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be out in February 2017.
Sounds good. All right. Well, let's move on to the Elder Scrolls Legend is now in an open beta to the public, so everyone can go on and play.
So I'm doing that right after I get out of here.
All right, so yeah, it's half. You can just check out now and go play.
Yeah, because right, like when I saw this earlier today, I was like, wait a second, what?
So yeah, it's the open beta on PC. So sorry, you Mac users, cough, taft, cough,
cough. Got a PC, cough.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this is something I really want to talk to you about, Dills. Do you have any interest in Elder Scrolls Legends?
I do. I said this on my chat last night, or during the stream last night, because chat was asking about the game, that I don't really feel like I have an itch for a new card game in my life. It's not like a thing that I'm missing right now. Hearthstone and Magic.
Yeah.
That's enough, But every time a new game does come out, I always dabble in it a little bit. I'm very curious to see how it translates the world of Elder Scrolls into a card game. That's going to be really cool. I imagine there's going to be lots of dragons and things like that, which I'm excited for. But the gameplay itself, still haven't really delved into it. I know about the lanes. I get that part. But I haven't really, I'm actually downloading. I downloaded the beta earlier today, so I haven't messed with it yet. But I'm definitely, like, tonight when I get back from Suicide Squad, we'll probably fire it up, see what's up.
Okay. I gotcha.
Two things. Time out. All right. One, I saw Suicide Squad last night. Great movie.
Good.
Okay. And then back on topic. See, I'm the exact opposite. I am actually right now looking for a card game to play because me and my friends, we picked up a Game of Thrones card game. Love it. I've just played in the past month, probably about easily 100 games of it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so burnt out on that game right now.
Well, there's this fun little, like little known card game called Hearthstone,
which I have on my phone and been playing for the past couple of days.
That's good. Well,
so don't get sassy with me, son.
We'll have to play a bit because I've picked up the Hearthstone bug as well.
Like I just got past like the intro or whatever.
Oh, really?
That I have to like make the account and stuff. I'm too lazy to do that though.
Oh, I see. You should let me friend invite you.
Okay.
So we get benefits.
Yeah, actually, if you can spectate each other's games to win packs, and you can also sometimes get a quest to play each other for 80 gold.
Nice.
You each get 80 gold. Yeah,
80
no matter
gold
what happens.
is a good amount too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like almost a pack.
Yeah, because like a pack is 100.
Okay.
Usually quests are 40, 50. The bigger ones.
Yeah, they're like 30 or 40 or 50.
Yeah.
I think there's one that's 100, but you have to win 7 games in any mode or whatever. But yeah, so. Here's the funny thing about Hearthstone. It's like, you talk about you just downloaded it. I have 3 accounts on all of the, yeah. And one of them is I've spent hundreds of dollars on my main account. And then I try to play free to play on all the other ones. And free to play is totally doable, but definitely difficult. You're definitely going to be frustrated at certain points just because you don't have any cards, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go up against these guys. They're going to drop this card and you'll be like, what the hell is this? It's going to decimate you.
I played a guy last night. He threw like 3 legendaries at me. I'm like, well, I don't know where to get these cards from. I guess I have to buy them.
We hear about this all the time on the Angry Chicken. I tell people, like, I'm playing a deck right now to try to get to Legends in the Wild Ladder this month that has one legendary in it. So it can be done. You just have to build like a deck that's just full of like all the cards that will kill you before the big legendaries come down and do anything, right?
I gotcha.
So you got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So you got to get in there and hit their face.
I gotcha. Yeah. So you were talking about how you have, hundreds of dollars in your main Hearthstone account. Are you going to be willing to do the same thing with Legends?
No.
No. So you think
I played like Hex, and I played it completely free to play. And if you've not heard of Hex, it's another like online. It's basically Magic online. But Magic and Hearthstone, I put in a bunch of money into Magic, a bunch of money into Hearthstone. I don't really have the bandwidth in my budget to like do it with another game, right?
Yeah.
Plus, I want to buy like No Man's Sky. I want to buy like all these other, there's games that come out all the time that I need to spend money on. So
I gotcha.
Yeah. But like most games you can play, if you really put the time in, you can find a way to do it free to play.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's key to a game being successful at this point.
Taft, are you gonna? Do you think at Legends is gonna pull you away from the wonder that is Hearthstone?
Probably only because I'm so much more into Elder Scrolls than I am into World of Warcraft.
I got you.
Yeah, that's a key right there.
Yeah.
Because that was what got me into card games in the first place. I play WoW, and then here's a card game based on WoW. I was like, oh, I'm in.
I got you.
Yeah, see, that's what got me into that Game of Thrones card game, because I'm just stupid obsessed with Game of Thrones. And me and my friends were like, there's a card game, we're going to buy it.
I got you. So do you think this is going to tide you over until Gwent comes out?
I hope so.
You hope so?
I'm going to no life Gwent.
Dills, any interest in Gwent?
You better say yes.
Again, it's a bandwidth issue. It's a bandwidth issue for me. Like, you can't play. I already play too many games, right?
Yeah.
And so, what am I supposed to do? Like,
delete something.
I have to play enough Heroes to be able to talk about it. I have to play enough Hearthstone to talk about it. I have to play enough World of Warcraft to talk about it. That's tricky, dude. It gets tight.
Well, I think the answer is very simple, Dills. I think you should just stop sleeping.
I've tried this before. It's it works great for like 24 hours. then it starts working not so great.
I can see that happening. So yeah, Legends has been a closed beta since April, so it just opened up, and it'll be releasing later this year on Android, iOS, Mac, and Windows PC. So for you Skyrim and Elder Scrolls fans, you can go check that out, or you can just go play Hearthstone, because that's what I play. So I'm a little biased.
Or you can do whatever you want and makes you happy, because this is America.
It's true. Or just go play Gwent's, because there seems to be a big fan base around that.
Because Gwent's freaking amazing.
Exactly. So let's move on to No Man's Sky is getting delayed again. Taft.
Not quite, actually. If you had read the article.
I have. It is delayed.
It's delayed, but not delayed at the same time. It's delayed for you.
Well, all right, well please explain. That's true, Taft. You can't play it, but please explain.
No. So it is the scheduled date for it to come out was August 9th. Well, for PC players, it has been delayed. It's coming out August 12th. But for PS4 players, it's still coming out on August 9th.
I gotcha. Because there was some sort of promise of No Man's Sky being a PlayStation like timed exclusive. I remember
I don't think that's it. I think they're actually just trying to make sure, like, because I think they know that their main fan base is going to be on PC.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to put some finishing touches on it.
I can see that.
Because I think 3 days is stupid. It would be stupid for Sony to pay for a timed exclusive for only 3 days.
Worth it.
Because that's easily thousands of dollars, if not millions.
Oh yeah, right there. So 3 days, just 3 more days of I'm going to avoid YouTube, because I'm sure people are going to be streaming it everywhere.
I'm just going to avoid the crap out of YouTube for until it comes out on Xbox. I'm holding out hope.
You think it's going to Xbox?
Not at all, not even a little bit, but I'm still holding out hope.
That's right. You just go buy a PlayStation.
I'm just going to sit there and cry myself to sleep until it comes out on Xbox.
I'll let you come over and play. How's that?
Still.
No?
See, the correct answer, though, is to just get a sick gaming PC and screw the consoles forever.
I'm poor.
It's true.
Very, very poor.
Well, it's getting easier, though. I'll say, like, it is getting easier. My PC was only like 1,200 or something like that.
See, when
it's decent.
When it drops,
you got to get the good graphics card. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can take care of everything else cheaply.
Yeah, when I can get one for around $800, I'll probably do it.
It's doable.
It is when I can get a decent one for $800.
You can get a decent one for $600-700.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're willing to put some parts in yourself and do all that, you can really cut that price down, man. Yeah, it goes way down.
I'll build it for you. $50.
I know plenty of people that would help me build it. So,
do you know how to plug things in?
For the most part,
you can do it, man. You can build it.
Sometimes that USB takes me 20 minutes.
Flip it around. Flip it around.
I swore I've been turning it upside down.
It's ridiculous.
None of these ways go.
So yeah, August 12th is a new PC release. This game is so amazing. I'm assuming Dills, you mentioned you were going to get it.
Oh yeah, no, I'll probably be streaming this game because everyone's excited as hell about it. And when you're a streamer, you better just play it.
How can you not be excited about this game? This game looks amazing. The premise is awesome.
Yeah,
everything about this game.
There's not much missing here. Yeah, when you really start looking into everything you can do and all that, it's well, what can't you do in this game?
Exactly.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how long it's going to hold everyone's attention. You know. Do you think this game's still going to be popular in the year after its release?
I think it will because I think they're going to consistently add stuff to it.
I gotcha.
At least that would be the smart thing to do.
What else is there to add? They already have 4 quintillion or something planets.
We've added a whole new galaxy.
Oh no! Oh Jesus! No. I'm talking about ships and stuff like that and activities that you can do. Yeah,
I can see that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
maybe a fleet system. Imagine a first-person EVE Online.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
I can't wait to see what they're going to do when somebody finally reaches the center.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of the game is to reach the center.
Well, that's something they've hinted at. They haven't given us a true, this is the goal of the game.
Okay, I know, but
I see what you mean. It took me a second. I haven't had coffee today, so.
Yep, that's the Mountain Dew Energy Kickstarter thing
Mountain
right here.
Dew Energy. So you're drinking gasoline and
basically
napalm.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Actually, I'm pretty sure gasoline and napalm would be a little bit healthier.
All right, let's move on to Rockstar. Rumor around the water cooler is that Rockstar is definitely working on something new. There's just rumors right now. A lot of talk of Red Dead Redemption. I just wanted to get kind of see what would y'all like to see Rockstar working on right now? Taft,
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of demand for that.
Yeah,
a new Red Dead game. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably exactly what I would want.
So that's what everyone wants. I wouldn't mind seeing some local content for GTA 5. Because they've been giving a lot of love to online. They just released a whole racetrack thing, which was a lot of fun. But I don't play online, so I would like to see more of that. But
once you beat the game, you're just kind of running around, right? There's not much else to do.
No.
So yeah,
and
the online is really fun though. It's the problem that I have with it is I log in and then there's guys who are insane levels or whatever, and they just troll the hell out of you, and it's not the greatest online experience when you haven't spent much time doing it.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on, so much to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is really fun. But the thing is, Red Dead for me is I missed that game so much. I actually pulled my PS3 out and popped it in the other day just to play a little bit. And all I did was just run around on my horse, and it was just so satisfying.
Yeah.
Just running around in trails on your horse, getting off and killing wolves or whatever. That's all I really did. And I had a great time.
Yeah.
That game just I don't know. It strokes all the right spots or something. It's just fantastic.
If they released a Red Dead Redemption remake, would y'all be disappointed?
Yes, I would actually. As much as I love Red Dead Redemption, I've played it.
I don't see them doing that though.
Exactly.
I see it being a new story, bigger world.
Yeah.
More to do.
A PC release this time, hopefully. I can
probably not. Or if they do, it'll be really late.
Probably.
Kind of like GTA was. No, see, they just don't have enough Western games out there.
It's true.
And they're hard to do. But Rockstar
not good
does
ones,
them, right?
Yeah. There's definitely Western themed games, but they're little crappy shooter things or whatever.
They're not open world or anything like that. They're just corridor shooters. Gun
or little indie titles or whatever, where you just kind of run around as a little guy with a 6-shooter. But it's like a real game, like what they did with Red Dead. That was special.
You know what game's is a underrated Western?
What?
Gun. Did you ever play that one?
I don't know that one.
I have it, but I literally never put it into my PS3. Not a single time.
You try it out. It's actually a really fun game. There's this one part where you kill a guy, and his body is like.
Oh man, I love that part in games when I kill a guy.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like he's like one of the main bad guys, and you kill him, and then his body is set out like in the middle of town. Like his coffin is leaning up on the well.
Wow.
Open, like no top on it for some weird reason, and you can walk over.
They used to do it, man.
Hey, and you can walk over and shoot every limb off his body, and it's just a torso floating there.
This sounds like it might be a bug, floating torsos.
Oh yeah,
it's a feature.
Exactly.
Exactly. And then they have like exploding arrows. It's great. Like it's total wackiness.
What was it for?
I had it for PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay. So this is an older game.
Yeah.
All right, I was thinking like I don't remember this being an Xbox One game.
No, this is an old game.
I gotcha. From what I remember, Red Dead Redemption really felt like a GTA, but like it felt like the GTA engine, just like but with a Western theme.
That's exactly what it was, in my opinion.
Okay. So I'm not the only one. Jills, would you agree with that? Or
yeah, it was like a GTA skin, essentially. But then it also had stuff like the slowing down of time. The story was insanely good.
It was
so good.
So it definitely did take you to another. It took it to like another level. But yeah, it was GTA as far as the gameplay and all that stuff was concerned.
Yeah, which I'm not complaining about because like the GTA gameplay is it's great. I love it. It's smooth. I love the aiming system.
Yeah, it was nice.
So, were you gonna say something?
No, I was saying, I agreed.
I gotcha. Yeah, so I would as a PC player, I wouldn't mind if they just remade it and gave us a PC release. But I also would love a second one because the game is so good. I bought 3 copies of that game because the first 2 like died on me. So I was pretty invested. I would argue.
I want another one, and my only like another Red Dead. So like that'd be Red Dead 3 actually, because there's Revolver, which nobody talks about. But my only request is that they have Mexico in it because I spent so much time in Mexico. I don't know why. Just all my time in Mexico.
Just a fun time down in Mexico?
Just a fun time down in Mexico, right? Or just crossing the border here and there.
Did you drink the water?
I played so much poker.
Yeah, that was the other thing about that game is that you would go in and then you'd be playing Red Dead, you'd just be playing poker.
I am really I'm really good at online poker apparently in Red Dead. I could read people like a book. Like, oh, you bet like $7 more than you had last time. You're totally bluffing.
I got it.
Did you guys do any of the like the downloadable stuff? Did you do like the Undead Nightmare and all that?
That was
I did not.
I did. That was quite horrifying actually.
Was it? I missed all of that because I stopped buying new discs.
Yeah, no. See, the zombies and stuff were actually headshots only.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
and there were lots of them.
Fantastic.
And probably the best part was you actually got to tame the 4 horses of the apocalypse.
What?
Which was so
that
cool.
Makes sense.
You had War, which was a flaming horse, obviously.
Right.
But when you would hit zombies with War, they would set on fire. They had Famine, which was the fastest one.
Yeah. That's kind of ironic.
I know, right? Pestilence, which would slowly kill them. Like, it would cause, like, bugs to, like, instead of setting them on fire, it was like bugs.
Yeah.
And then Death. If Death touched them, their head exploded.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there was this one area right by where you tame Death. It's like a corridor.
Yeah.
And constantly, never was there not a time where it was not just completely filled with zombies. And just ride Death through it and just boom, 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 boom.
Well, apparently I missed out on a really fun DLC.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, let's move on to civilization changes. Taft, you want to explain what's going on here?
In case you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit excited about Civilization 6 because I'm pretty sure I've talked about it for the past 3 episodes.
I don't blame you. It's looking like a lot of fun.
Every time I see something, it gets better and better. So, these are some of the these are 5 changes that Civilization is making to the like normal Civilization.
To get major gameplay changes.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word I'm looking for. So obviously there's the unstacked cities, which we've talked about before, about how when you build a monument here, it won't constantly be built in the same spot, which is going to be really cool. Because
just the idea that they're breaking them into districts, and when you attack a city, you kind of strategically think which district I want to get first.
Yeah,
that's a big change right there in itself.
Yeah, it's a huge strategy change and everything. That's gameplay. strategy and
like,
like
what
aesthetic
districts?
too. At the same, like it covers everything about this game. That it changes.
Yeah, like what district am I going to favor? Will this city have a bigger military district or science district?
Exactly. And then there's the active research in it. You know how in other games it's just like very passive. Like okay,
Yeah, you like grow.
It's a set number of turns unless you start focusing later in the game when you finally get like a library. I think it is.
Yeah.
Where you can change like making money into making like studying science.
Yeah, like a city can dedicate itself to science, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, it's completely different. When you find like certain luxury resources or something like that, that would pertain to that science or whatever. It helps decrease the time. For example, say you were to be researching bronze or something like that, and you beat barbarian armies. Once you beat 3, it boosts your speed on your bronze.
I gotcha.
And then if you're trying to find the wheel, if you find a luxury resource that pertains to the wheel, it'll speed that up as well.
It's gonna be really interesting because say you're playing a match online and someone's ahead of you in like time or civilized what are they called? Eras?
Yeah.
If someone's ahead of you in an era, that would allow you to catch up in technology because if you would defeat them or fight them somewhere, you would then pick up their technology.
Exactly.
That's a cool balance right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to get to actually.
I gotcha. Sorry, I'm just
yeah, whatever. Just stealing my thunder.
I'm sorry.
Just skipping right ahead.
Yeah. But here's probably my favorite change is that you can now combine armies or combine arms. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So, like the thing that most stuck out to me was now if you have a settler trying to move across the map or across the water or something like that, they're always stupid vulnerable.
They're impossible to guard.
Impossible. Well, now you can attach a unit to the settlers,
which is amazing. It's so great.
So you can put like you can put cavalry with these guys, and they'll move at the speed of the settlers. I think.
Yeah, probably like the slowest unit.
Yeah, that would make sense. But they will when you move the settlers, they'll move with it. Like you don't have to take that extra turn and that extra time to make sure, even though they can't be stacked on one another.
So happy about that.
It's gonna be great. And then you can do that with armies and stuff like that too, because you know how when you play the game, it becomes a really like rock paper scissors motion.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get my ranged against your melee, yeah, and then my pikemen against your cavalry. So you can put cavalry with pikemen or cavalry with range.
Yeah.
So you can combine those two to where it's not rock paper scissors. It's more like I have the bigger army, you have the smaller one.
I imagine that they're gonna have a limit to stacks. Like you can't put 6 units on one tile.
That would make sense. They didn't in the article I read. They didn't have anything about a limit.
Yeah,
but I would imagine it'll probably be like 3 because that's what they've done in the past when they've let you stack stuff.
Dills, you're quiet. Do you play Civilization?
I have, but I'll tell you this: it's one of those games that will suck you in.
Oh my gosh!
And yeah, and as soon as I see it happening, I abort. I'm just like, nope, I can't do this.
Especially their marathon setting.
I used to play the crap out of games like when I was a kid, like SimCity and stuff. When that first came out, that was like revolutionary, right? And I would just get lost, building stuff up and then doing all the like fighting with the, or figuring out like how to like make my city like a utopia or whatever, and I started playing Civ and I was like, oh God. Like I played Civ. I think the first one was like 3. I think 3 was the first one I ever played. And I immediately saw that happening again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of bailed on it after that one, and I haven't gotten back in yet. But this one looks really different and interesting to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely something I'd be willing to check out again. But that type of gameplay, it's just, it like grabs you and then you can't stop. You're like, well, one more turn.
You can easily spend an afternoon or an entire day playing.
I remember the first one I ever played was what's it called Civilization Revolutions on the Xbox. I woke up one morning and I saw that it was free on Xbox. And I was like, okay, I don't have anything to do for a couple hours. I'm gonna go ahead and download it.
Casually play.
Took about 10 minutes to download. I looked outside my window, and keep in mind the chair I sit in when I play video games has a giant, probably, what would you say, Mike, like 15 foot by 10 foot window?
Oh yeah,
it's huge. It's massive, and there's no blinds or anything like that. I turn around and it's dark.
And when did you start?
Like that morning.
Oh no. So all day you were
all
playing that
day.
game.
I didn't realize it or anything. Like,
But it's a type of game. It can easily suck you in. You're
Exactly.
right, Dills.
I was just like, there goes a day.
Yeah. I never play anything slower than quick game or like quick match or whatever. 'Cause
Yeah,
the quickest.
Yeah, I don't play marathon because I plan on leaving my house most days. So
I got you.
It's I'll say this too about that game. Like, you can't come back to a game unless you're like actively like each day playing it.
Oh yeah.
Because I left a save game for like weeks and was like, I have no idea what the hell is going on anymore. So yeah, once that happened once, I was like, okay, I guess I'm done.
yeah, so back on topic now.
All right.
So one of the other changes that's really cool is leaders have agendas now.
Dun, 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 dun.
What?
I don't know. For some reason, the word agenda makes me think like evil plot.
Okay. Not so much.
Not so much. They're not building a Death Star.
It's just more to give each leader more personality and make each playthrough a little bit more memorable.
I see.
So like Teddy Roosevelt, he likes to bully other empires and use brute force a lot.
Sounds a bit like Teddy Roosevelt.
And then
in
Quinn,
America. Cough what?
yeah, Qin Shi Huang. I'm assuming that's like the Chinese guy.
All right.
That's not racist of me to say that, but hey.
That wasn't borderline offensive.
Yeah. Oh.
I think your assumption's fairly accurate.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Oh. So he wants to build as many wonders as possible.
Okay.
And then certain leaders, like the Brazilian leader, will gravitate more towards rainforest areas.
I got you.
Like that's the more areas he wants to conquer and kind of hold.
Because Brazil rainforest.
Exactly. It's the Amazon rainforest.
Now, are these agendas? Are they set in stone? So each leader has like one agenda you're gonna push every time you play him, or will they change? Do we know that yet?
Those are the historical agendas, and there's actually also hidden agendas. Historical agendas are always the same, from what I understand.
Okay.
But hidden agendas, on the other hand, they are. In fact, the article says exactly. Hidden agendas, on the other hand, will ensure that few playthroughs are the exact same. So each one is is hidden. You don't know what it is, so you have to kind of figure it out.
I gotcha.
And so,
But you, as the player, have to figure it out.
yes,
So I don't know what my leader wants.
I would imagine that your own leader would tell you.
Oh, but
I think
you don't know the
actually.
other
I'm
ones.
sorry.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Makes sense.
Yeah, your own leader will kind of want to do certain things and will probably be better at doing those certain things. But you can have your own agenda. You are your leader.
Okay.
But if you're going against Theodore Roosevelt or the Chinese dude, that's what they're gonna do.
I see.
You know how like a couple times ago we talked about how each time I've played, there's the one guy from some African country, I forget what it is, that I hate him because he just always bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Every time. Because that's his thing that he does. Like he hates when people get near him, and he'll turn aggressive really quickly.
The Aztecs were always a jerk to me.
Yeah, Aztecs are
Friggin' Aztecs.
the Aztecs were
Classic Aztecs, right?
Am I right?
Jeez. They're more aggressive.
I got you.
And so like that's always kind of how it's been, but these hidden agendas are going to change that up a little bit.
That's really cool. It's really cool.
I'll be honest, our actual leaders have hidden agendas too. Pretty
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just making this game realistic.
Exactly, yeah. And then the last change that they're making is multiplayer scenarios,
Okay.
which are very similar to single player scenarios, but
I never
they're
played
multiplayer.
scenarios. I never played them, so this doesn't affect me.
Yeah, so like
But with one huge twist, they're multiplayer.
exactly.
Oh my
God.
So in like Civilization 5, you could do like the Civil War.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so you'd play on one side or the other side.
I need to play that apparently because I only played like single player games.
I don't like the scenarios because like you were saying a minute ago is how you don't hop in a game halfway through because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
See, especially for the Civil War one, you're tossed in and each of you already have a good like 20 units out.
Exactly.
And I don't know where they are. I don't know what's going on.
What are my cities producing?
Exactly. I don't know anything.
What's my infrastructure? Why are these settlers on the other side of the map?
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't really play them, but hey.
I gotcha.
And then Civilization 6 will be coming out on October 21st.
Pumped for that game.
It's going to be good.
Pumped, I tell you. All right, let's move on to StarCraft. Rumor has it in Korea, where StarCraft is basically their national sport. The rumor has it that StarCraft is getting an HD remake. This kind of makes sense because recently Blizzard started a classics team, kind of dedicated to helping like their older games. Diablo 2 just got a patch. I think Warcraft just got a patch.
Yeah, essentially they're just trying to make them playable on modern machines at this point, as far as I can tell. That's all they've really done. But having a graphical update, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people, when StarCraft 2 came out, they didn't want to switch because they were already used to StarCraft 1 and the systems and everything. And then like a lot of pros were like, I can't switch to this game. This game isn't like, I'm not good at this game. I'm good at the other one. So, for a lot of people, they just still want to play StarCraft 1. So it's going to be great for all of them.
You think they're trying to like pull over those new people, or because if graphics were the issue why they were sticking to the older game, then maybe they just want to sell some more StarCraft games?
I think honestly, it just comes down to serving Blizzard fans. I think Blizzard is a company that realizes that they've got like Blizzard loyalists, essentially. People who just, and I would count myself among them, people who just play Blizzard games more than anything else. And they'll dabble in other stuff, but as soon as Blizzard makes a version of whatever, like, Heroes of the Storm for MOBAs, they just go, okay, now I guess I get to play MOBAs now.
Yeah.
Because I just play Blizzard games. That's all I do.
I guess
and
I get to
so
play
it's
MOBAs.
just to serve their base, their loyal fan base. I think it's a good idea because it makes me feel like I've hitched my wagon to the right company, right? Like,
yeah,
I've got a company that actually cares about me, that a game 20 years old is worth them taking a moment to make better. So
I got you.
That's pretty sweet. By the way, guys, I got to run.
Yeah.
I just realized it's 6:05 right now. So I got to hightail it down. There's previews though. So I'm chill. And it's assigned seating.
Oh, those are the
I should be
best
good.
ones.
But yeah, got to take off. Thanks for having me on though.
Oh yeah. Thank you for coming. Real quick before you go, where can people find you?
Just Twitter, man. Twitter's like I post everything there. So at Willie Dills on Twitter. Anytime I post something on YouTube or I am streaming, you will always see a tweet. So
sounds good. All right. Well,
sweet guys.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry you had to go next time.
Oh yeah, we got to do it again sometime.
Sounds good.
Definitely. Enjoy the movie. It's great.
All right. Well, now that Dills guy is gone.
Jeez. What a drag.
I know, right? All right. Well, let's just keep talking about StarCraft now.
Yeah, it's a game that I don't play.
It's okay.
So talk at the audience.
Taft, my only experience of StarCraft was when I went to Korea and went to one of those PC bangs.
I remember you telling me about this when you got back from Korea.
Yeah. So for I haven't told the story on the show yet, so y'all are in for a treat. When I went to Korea, I went to a PC bang, and they're like PC cafes, where you take a card and you can like pay to play on their PCs. And the first time I played StarCraft was in Korean. I had never played StarCraft 1 before. I had some experience with StarCraft 2, so I kind of knew the gist of how the game worked, but I have never played StarCraft before. So I was stuck playing StarCraft in Korean, and holy cow, Taft, you've no idea like how excited I am for an HD remake, because those graphics are so two-dimensional, so incredibly two-dimensional. It took me time to adjust.
Nice.
It was pretty intense. So yeah, playing in Korea. Actually, it was also the first time I played Warcraft, like the original RTS.
Really?
World of Warcraft is based on. That was interesting because I had never played Warcraft before. All the building descriptions are in Warcraft. All the dialogue is in Warcraft. Not Warcraft. In Korean. I'm sorry.
I was about to
all
say.
All the dialogue, all the building descriptions, unit descriptions are in Korean. I had no idea what I was doing, so that was a fun experience. I actually, when we got back to the States, I actually ended up buying Warcraft and playing it.
Nice.
Because it was so fun in Korean. I was like, this game has to be better in English. It was great in Korean.
Was it better in English?
It is, because I understood what was happening.
Okay.
I was like, oh, so that's what this unit does. It doesn't just look fancy.
I was kind of hoping you'd say no.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. They're StarCraft is 18 years old.
What?
Yeah, I was 3 years old when this game came out.
I was 2.
That's weird. That's weird to think about a game. Yeah. And it's still popular. It was still one of the original esport games. Which is crazy to think about.
A friend of mine was talking about certain movies or TV shows that came out like X amount of years ago, and I had to tell them to stop because I was starting to feel really old.
Oh, you're hitting me in my age.
Exactly. Like I think it was Lion King's 1995.
Yeah.
Lion King's as old as me.
Oh gosh. I would say I need to sit down, but I'm already in the chair. Travis, I think I need to lay down for a minute.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Makes me so uncomfortable.
Is my hair still brown? Is it gray? I don't understand.
The neck beard's kind of graying.
It's true. I have white hairs actually, like on my chin.
The other day, Griffin and I were sitting on the couch, and she's like, she was like scratching my head or something like that, and she's like, "You have gray hair." It's like, "Cause you stress me out."
And did you sleep on the couch that night?
No, I don't. No? I don't sleep at her house.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
No,
I see. Did she go to your house and like lock you out? So you
that would have been funny as crap.
That would have been hilarious.
I would have been quite impressed. Like I would have.
She beat you there and everything.
Yeah, I'd have been like, well, you know what? You win. Like, congratulations.
I gotcha. All right. Well, that's it for the news. You want to talk about games we've been playing?
Sure.
It's been 2 weeks, and I'm pumped for actually the games we're talking about.
Let's do it.
What games are we playing?
All right.
Still not used to that one.
Still not used to that intro. I'm like, what is happening? The sounds. All right. So, this week, actually it was last week before I went to Orlando. I was looking on Steam and I see that No Man's Sky is for sale. Not No Man's Sky. I see that, We Happy Few is for sale and playable. So, I swear to God's hat, I've never bought a game so fast.
Well,
I kind of bought it before I realized what I was doing.
Oh, look, click buy.
I know.
It's on sale.
It was on sale. It was a full $30, but I've been looking forward to this show for the game for 2 years, like since it was first shown at E3.
Yeah.
And now it's an alpha right now, so a lot of the story is hidden. It's really the base like survival mechanics, which when I bought this game, I didn't know it was kind of this. It's not a horror game. It's
just a really creepy game.
It's a creepy game. I'm trying to find a better way to describe it, but creepy is the right word. And it's a survival game where you have to get parts and things to craft stuff. It is randomly generated, like this old like World War II destroyed like British town.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun.
Wait, can you take that joy stuff in the game?
Yeah, you can actually.
And does it change the town to not look horribly destroyed and decrepit?
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I should try that.
Yeah, you should. Because
what there is that there's I'm gonna spoil it for anyone who's not playing. It's not really a spoiler. It's just kind of like a game thing where there's a zone from what I understand. There's a zone on the map where people take their joy, and it's better. Like everything is cleaner, the buildings aren't destroyed, but there are police and stuff, and people will catch you for not taking your joy. But there is also like outside that town, everything is destroyed. People are kind of crazy. They'll attack you. I had to rescue a guy's doll. Yeah, because the dolls are secret agents. So I thought
the dolls are secret agents.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Okay,
but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm currently battling myself. Like, do I want to keep playing it or do I want to save it all for when the game's fully released? So I'm not quite sure what to do. I've only had like a few hours into it, but other than that, yeah.
Sounds fun. Yeah,
I've also, besides, I played a lot of Hearthstone this week. I found an awesome deck. I checked I think some big tournament in Hearthstone. I think it was the World Championships, but it probably wasn't because that's probably going to happen at BlizzCon. But some big tournament just ended, and so I looked at a lot of the deck lists.
Yeah.
I think it was Hearthstone for anyone who's interested, and I found a really awesome Shaman deck. I won like 5 games in a row to work my way up to 20.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just work their way up to 20, so they get their card their card back and they're done. So after you get 20, it gets harder. I've lost the last 3 games in a row with that deck.
Jeez.
So I'm kind of like what to do. And it's the Shaman deck, and Shaman is one of the harder classes like to wrap my head around because of you've played Shaman, right?
I've played a Shaman character.
But have you played Shaman in Hearthstone?
Nope.
It has this thing called Overload, which a spell will be cheaper this turn.
Yeah.
But like it can be a 2. Let's say you play a 2-mana card, but it has 1 overload.
Okay.
That means it costs you 2 this turn, but next turn you're down a mana. So you kind of have to think like next turn, what do I want to do?
Okay.
And like thinking through that, like is it going to be worth sacrificing this much mana next turn? Well, I need to summon something. So it's hard to wrap your head around, but it's also one of my favorite classes because of that challenge.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been playing, and also a little bit of GTAs because I want to like get home from work and not have to think about stuff.
just mindlessly murder people.
Exactly. So yeah, what have you been playing?
I picked up Skyrim for like the 7th millionth time.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said you said pick up, so I was like, you bought Skyrim again?
Yeah, of course, man. I just stole my money at Bethesda.
It's half. Should you be playing Skyrim right now with the remake coming out?
Yeah.
Like
I'm still gonna play it when it comes out.
That's true. But like, don't you want to save all the excitement for when the game comes out? All right, so
you act like I don't like I need excitement for Skyrim.
It's true. All right, so Taff, what character are you playing?
I'm actually playing an Imperial Sword and Shield, which I never play that class.
So what do you mean an Imperial Sword Shield?
It's an Imperial, like the race. And he has a sword in his right hand and a shield in his left.
Okay, I thought maybe you were role-playing like an Imperial soldier or something.
No. See, I'm not role-playing right now because I'm saving up all the good role-play ideas for when the remake comes out.
I gotcha.
See, I'm really excited for the mods on the new one because there's one mod or two mods that I hope they bring out. And the only reason it's two is because these two kind of go together. It's Frostfall, which is like a survival mod for it. What it does is it takes into account like how cold it is because of where you are on the map.
Interesting.
The clothing you're wearing to see how warm you are and if you've eaten or if you've slept and stuff like that.
I gotcha. So
it makes it a lot more survival oriented and it's a lot of fun. And then it's called the Cloaks of Tamriel.
Yeah.
It gives you warm cloaks to wear that way you don't freeze during
That's
Frostfall.
Really cool. So like in an ice area you need to wear warmer clothes.
Exactly, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is the name of that mod? Do you have a name?
It is Frostfall.
Frostfall?
Yes.
I might have to look into that.
It's a lot of fun.
Because it sounds like fun, like maybe buying or like, I guess, murdering the inhabitants and taking the farm up north, and then trying to survive winters by growing stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
And then there's also like if you're a vampire, you don't freeze, but you still have to feed and eat and stuff.
I gotcha. But like in warmer climate, how does the vampire?
Vampires are just completely immune to
weather.
To weather.
I see.
Because they're dead.
That's a really cool mod, actually.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's probably my favorite mod I've ever found for Skyrim, and I've found a lot.
So have they updated the mods for Xbox?
What do you mean?
It's like Skyrim's not on Xbox One, right?
No.
Okay, so you're playing on...
I'm playing on Xbox 360 right now.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have any mods for it on Xbox 360, obviously, but that I'm talking about for the remake.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I'm playing the Sword and Shield character, Imperial. I have not done a single mission, except for I've killed the first dragon. That's it.
I gotcha. It progressed the story a little bit.
Yeah, just to get to where dragons start to pop up.
I gotcha. All right, Taft. Actually, I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
Have you ever, when you just get out of Helgen? Yeah. And he says we should probably split up.
Yeah.
Have you ever split up there?
I've turned around and gone the exact opposite direction.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how'd that go? Did the game ever change? Or?
Yeah, I mean, when you get there, they're like, "Hey, he said you were going to be coming by."
I gotcha.
That's it.
Okay, because I've always followed him because I always want to hear what he has to say, and that's just how I play. So I've always wondered, like, what if I go to the other capital? Because I know there is another hold to the west of Helgen, right?
Falkreath, yeah.
Yeah, Falkreath, the place where I don't think anything ever happens.
No, there's some really cool stuff that happens there.
Really?
Yeah, if you're a werewolf, there's some cool stuff. Actually, even if you're not a werewolf, they actually give you a ring that lets you turn into a werewolf without being a werewolf.
Oh yeah, there's that prisoner guy.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but this game's been out so long.
Yeah, this game's been out way too long for spoilers.
I gotcha. Hey, other than that, anything cool happen?
No, not really.
I gotcha.
But I tried killing him one time. Didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Also, if you beat him, you have to try and explain to his family why you're there.
Oh. Wait, so... Oh, yeah, you have to bluff them or something?
No, you don't bluff them. You just kind of, this is why.
I gotcha. Wait, you can kill him?
I've never thought about trying... No, I tried killing his family. I tried killing him. Didn't work. I've tried killing his family. Didn't work. Because they're required PCs.
Oh, so you can't actually kill them.
I mean, required NPCs. So
I think you can through command prompts.
Yeah, you can kill anybody through command prompts, but...
I gotcha.
But, though there's only one person I've ever killed in that game and regretted it.
Who's that?
That was the dude who owns the general store in Whiterun.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
He seems like... No, yeah.
I accidentally killed him.
Oh, no.
When I was in my werewolf form. In my werewolf rage, he was just walking out of shop, and I went, face.
What a
gone.
beautiful day. Oh, my God. Werewolf. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's a very useful store.
Yeah, it's incredibly useful, and nobody picks it up. Even though there's totally somebody there that should pick it up.
Yeah.
Nobody picks it
Probably
up.
my favorite store in the game, actually.
Yeah, it's the only general store.
Yeah, it's true. He kind of like buys anything.
Yeah.
I got you. Anything else you've been playing?
That's about it. I picked up Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I found this really fun jousting game on my phone.
I got you. You know what you should do? You should you should add me on Battle.net after the show.
I think we've actually added one another on Battle.net.
gotcha.
Back when I played
I'll have to
World of
get your
Warcraft.
name. I'll have to get your name after the show.
Okay. I don't remember
Unless
it.
you just want to announce it now.
I don't remember it.
I got you.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. But
I got you. All right. Well, anything else? Let me check. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Other than, playing a little bit of World of Warcraft because all the pre-Legion stuff, pretty pumped for the 9th. It's in 3 days. I gotta buy a Legion today. Yeah, because I want to be able to play at Demon Hunter next week. Dude, next week I'm totally going to report on
Demon Hunter.
That just reminds me, school starts this month.
Oh,
I know, right? How many shows do we have? Because we should do something special for the pre.
It is the 22nd is when we start.
22nd? All right. So we got 2 weeks.
You son of a...
I'm sorry. I got to bring
You're
it
just
back.
I was happy and you made me sad.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, dude, school. Yeah, people are going to be starting before and after us, but for us, that's all that matters.
I know Southeastern starts like the 15th or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then there's some people that start in the middle of the week, like a Wednesday.
They might be doing that. I don't know.
That's weird. Yeah. All right. Well, is that a show, Chaz? I think that's it.
I believe it is.
All right. Well, before we finish out here, just a reminder where you can find Dills. You can find him. He's on the Instance, a World of Warcraft show. He does the Angry Chicken, which is a Hearthstone show.
It is.
He also does a Heroes of the Storm show, but I don't remember the name because apparently I haven't listened to it. So yeah. But yeah, just go find him at Willie Dills on Twitter, and you'll find all of his cool stuff there. He's a really good Hearthstone player. I was watching him last night. He was pretty drunk.
Yeah.
He's still so damn good.
He was pretty drunk, but still so damn good.
He is. Dude, you gotta watch his stream sometime. He's amazing.
I'll check it out.
Don't know how he does it, but he's good. So yeah, you can contact this here fine show through the email collegegamersshow@gmail.com. You can find me and Taft on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @BlueCows with the Z, BLUECOWZ. Taft Twitter is
Taftfaust8, TAFTFAUST 8.
All right. You can find us on Facebook through the College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. It's the College Gamers Podcast. That's what its name is. In case there's any confusion there. The live stream is on Twitch at BlueCals, same as my Twitter handle. And if you enjoy this here show, if you get a laugh or you just like to make fun of us when you're alone, and whatever, make voodoo dolls of us and stick us with needles and such.
Why would you even put that idea in people's heads?
I don't know. You never
know. What if we get home and somebody tries to poke my eye out? I'm blind enough as it is, man.
Great.
I can't handle this.
We both have glasses. That's not going to go so well. So yeah, if you get anything out of the show, please go to iTunes or wherever you get your podcast and give us a 5-star review. Help other people find us so they can make fun of us as well. Share the joy.
Help us help you spread your obsession.
There you go. That's it.
If we're your obsession, which we're probably not, but hey.
Yeah. 1-star reviews from people who aren't obsessed with us, maybe?
5 stars, hopefully.
Yeah. All right. And that's a show. So thank you all for listening, and we'll catch you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Later.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.